I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Right, so this is going to be a really talky video because I have a lot to say to you guys, a lot to let you know about. But before we get into that, I want to know from you guys what I should do with this here. The charity match is over. I don't need to be looking ridiculous anymore, although a lot of people have said they like it, so let me know if you like it. But do I keep the hairstyle? Do I change the color? Maybe go green and support Nigeria for the World Cup? Or do I just scrap it and go back to the normal basic bitch buzz cut? Let me know down in the comments below. So a few of you have been asking me where the plug has been at in recent videos. They want to see him back, they want him employed, they wanted him to get the job. But after that first performance, I wasn't entirely sure if he was the right man for the occasion. However, everyone deserves a second chance. So bringing you guys today's message from our sponsor, it is the plug. Take it away.
Yeah, but Tim, that's not the point I'm making, big man. He hasn't called me in for months. I've had work for months. You are in here doing whatever job it is that you do. No one even knows what you do, cuz. But you're getting paid so you can feed Stacy and Barry. Meanwhile, man's been at home, no work to do, and he expects me to come in here on time. Look, I ain't even got my tie. I forgot my tie, big man. What do you mean? Thank you to our sponsors, Champion 11, for sponsoring this video. For those of you who don't know about Champion 11, it is a 3D football manager mobile strategy game in which you can create your own custom teams and compete in world leagues to become champion. Show the clip.
You have been selected as manager for the upcoming football season. The board has been eagerly awaiting your arrival and back you with their full support. They've also brought in Pep Guardiola to help run the club alongside you. The team and board alike are excited about the changes you will bring to help them become world champions together. Champion 11.
So as you saw there, Pep Guardiola, who is actually the global brand ambassador for this game, is also your sideman in the game, and he will help you learn the basics of competing. You can earn prizes by completing challenges set by the board, and you can use the rewards to improve your team. In-game tactics are the difference between victory and defeat. So be sure to choose attacking and defensive styles carefully. And while you're managing in-game, you can also freely switch between 2D and 3D views depending on your personal preference. The more you win, the bigger the challenges you can take on and the further you can level up. And there's also the possibility to face other players in real-time PvP matches. If you would like to download the game or find out more, there's a link in the description. Back to you in the studio. Are we done? Are we off air? Because you man never tell me when we're on air until it's too late. Right, back to what I was saying. Tim, you can afford to feed your family. I can't feed mine if I don't have work, okay? No, I'm not gonna calm down, Tim. Because this is serious. This is life and death.
You see, this is the lack of professionalism that I'm talking about. This is why I didn't want him back from the job. How is he talking when the camera's cut to him and still talking when it's not come back from him? It's unprofessional. Like, thank you, Plug, for that segment. Okay, so on to the topic of this video. For the most part, this spring/summer that we're coming into, the weather's been pretty good. In fact, right now it's 31 degrees Celsius, centigrade, whatever you call it, in my room, which isn't hot for a lot of you guys that live in the hotter places. I know you're used to it, we get it, you can deal with heat. We're not used to that over here in the UK, so I am boiling. So, with the weather being the way it is, I've been trying to get out of the house as much as possible, okay? I don't want to be stuck inside, sweating, trying to speak to a camera with the hot lights on and the computer on. You know, there's so much heat being generated anyway. Basically, I've been taking any excuse to get out of the house. So, where have I managed to go and what have I managed to do so far? Well, I was fortunate enough to be invited over to Monaco for the Formula 1 Grand Prix over there by Johnny Walker, and I actually got the opportunity to do a lap round the track with none other than two-time world champion Mika Hakkinen. It was literally one of the most insane things I have ever done in my life, like going around corners at that speed. Do you know what? I don't want to talk too much about it because I've got a video coming. I'm just waiting for the in-car footage to be sent over by the guys who recorded it. But while you wait, here's a little snippet of Monaco. And then, of course, we had the charity match which took place last week. yes, beautiful day, massive occasion. Thank you to all of you who supported once more. I cannot thank you enough. My next escape from the house came in the form of a little, I guess you could call it a premiere slash private screening of the new Sidemen show, which will be coming out on YouTube Premium on June the 18th. Here's a little snippet. Now, for those of you worried about paying for the series, you do get the first month of YouTube Premium for free, so you can basically watch the entire series in the first month and not pay a penny. But if you do want to pay for YouTube Premium, then you get ad-free videos, access to YouTube Music, the ability to download videos for offline use, so if you're going on a plane or something and you want to watch a whole load of YouTube videos, you can download them beforehand. And on top of that, you obviously get access to all the other YouTube original series too. But enough about that. My most recent trip out of the house was a trip to Park Life in Manchester. Now, I went there last year and it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. It's a festival that takes place in Manchester over the course of 2 days. Here's a snippet.
Create, explore, expand, concord. I saw, some more. Erase.
Shout out to everyone we met there. Everyone was so friendly and polite, and I appreciate you for coming over and saying hi, and just for going nuts at a festival. It's absolutely sick. So as you can see, I've been about a little bit, but I'm trying to do more. In fact, this weekend coming up, I'm going over to Amsterdam for an event. So if any of you live in Amsterdam and you've got any suggestions for places to go, things to do, let me know down in the comments below. Or if you just want to say hi, I'm down to do that too. And I've actually never been to the Netherlands, so I am excited to tick that off my list of places that I've been to. Speaking of things I've been to before, I will be attending Wireless once again this year. So if you guys are heading to that festival, then be sure to let me know on Twitter, because I'm so active on Twitter. It's probably the place I'm most active. But yeah, let me know on Twitter or down in the comments if you really want. And I'm trying to meet as many of you guys as possible this year. So if you have any cool events near you, local to you, let me know down in the comments below. If they're worth vlogging, then I might pop over and say hi. And if you do see me out and about, feel free to come over and say hi politely. Don't shout at me because it's a bit weird. And speaking of weird things, don't take pictures of me from afar because it's even creepier and I'm not worth tapping. And on top of that, like, my face might break your camera and I'm not going to be liable for that. So please, please, just come over and say hi. If you do want a photo, I'll take one with you, no problem. Like, I don't know why you would want a photo, but like I said, don't pap. I'm not liable for any damage. Finally, one thing I really want to do, and probably the biggest thing I want to do this summer, is go to a theme park with a whole load of you guys. Now, if you know me and you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that myself and Josh and Simon and all the guys, we love Thorpe Park, okay? We go there quite a lot. Myself and Josh and Simon in particular attend it on a regular basis. So we go all the time, but I think it would be cool to hang with a load of you guys for a day in that theme park. So if that's something that you might be interested in, then let me know down in the comments or tweet me, and I'll speak to my friends at Thorpe Park and we'll see if we can make it happen, because I think Stormzy did it a couple years ago, but it would be cool to kind of shut down the theme park for you guys. I don't know how possible it is, and I'm not making any promises, but depending on your interest, I can talk to some people and try and make things happen, so let me know down in the comments below. Whenever I meet you lot, it's always a very cool, like, calm experience, humbling experience. So I'm trying to do that as much as possible before I get bored of YouTube and I'm just like, yeah, it's time to pack it in. But anyway, that's my video done. I need to get out of this room because I am sweating. Interact with me on the socials to let me know what your thoughts are, what you'd like to see me do, where you'd like to see me go, and yada yada and yada yada and yada yada. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. If you did not, hit the dislike button. Let me know why in the comments below so I can try and improve it, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Peace.